There's something strange you might have noticed, but never really questioned. Driving the nicest, newest cars are often not the richest people in the room. And the people who actually have money, they're driving something older, something simpler, sometimes something you wouldn't look at twice. That's not an accident. And once you understand why, you'll never see cars or wealth the same way again. Let's start with a lie most of us grow up believing. That expensive cars are a reward for success. That upgrading your car means you're moving up in life. That one day, when you make it, the car will finally match the effort. So when someone earns a little more, gets a raise, lands a better job, the first thing they upgrade isn't their savings. It isn't their time. It isn't their freedom. It's the car. Because the car is visible. It proves something to friends, to family, to strangers at stoplights. And for middle-class earners, that proof matters. Here's why. A Bella-class income usually comes from one place, one job, one paycheck, one stream. So when money comes in, there's a quiet pressure to show progress, to show that the hard work is paying off. And the fastest way to show progress is to drive it. Now compare that to people who are actually wealthy. People with real wealth don't need the car to prove anything. Their security doesn't come from a paycheck. It comes from assets, from options, from knowing they're not one bad month away from stress. So they look at cars differently. They don't ask, what can I afford per month? They ask, is this worth my time and attention? To them, a car is not an upgrade. It's a tool. And tools are meant to do a job, not impress anyone. Middle-class buyers, on the other hand, are trained to think monthly. Monthly payment, monthly budget, monthly stretch. Tendon. So when income goes up, the acceptable payment goes up too. The lifestyle expands to fill the paycheck. $59, that's how someone making $70,000 a year ends up driving a car making twice that. They're reckless, but because the system makes it feel normal. Here's the uncomfortable part. Explicit tensive cars don't signal wealth. They often signal obligation. A long payment, wings, a high fixed cost, a future that's already been partially spent. Wealth people protect their future aggressively. Contested fixed costs. They hate obligations they can't walk away from. Middle-class earners are encouraged to normalize them. That's why you'll see someone with a modest income driving a brand new luxury vehicle. Something with millions driving a car that's been paid off for years. One is buying appearance. Pedestrians, there is buying peace. There's also something else happening beneath the surface. Flushing. Middle-class spending is often driven by fear of falling behind. Fear of looking unsuccessful. Fear of not keeping up. So the car becomes armor. It tells the world, I'm doing fine, even if the numbers say otherwise. Wealthy people don't need armor. They need margin. Margin to walk away. Margin to wait. Margin to say no. That's why they're boring with cars. They'd rather put money into something that grows quietly than something that loses value loudly. And this creates a weird illusion. From the outside, it looks like the middle class is winning. New cars, clean interiors, shiny upgrades. When the inside, it often feels tight, careful, glazed. Every decision has to fit around the payment. Paycheck works the opposite way. It looks unimpressive, but it feels open, brushing, more time, braking, more room to breathe. The nicer the car, the more rigid your life usually becomes. The simpler the car, the more options you tend to have. And once you see that pattern, you can't unsee it. This isn't about judging anyone's choices. It's about understanding the game being played. Medical class people are sold the idea that success should be visible. Rich people understand that real success is invisible. One buys symbols, the other buys control. Next time you see an expensive car, don't assume wealth. Ask a quieter question. How much freedom did that car cost? In the next video, we're going to talk about something even harder to face. What banks really gain when you finance a car? Slashing how they love monthly payments so much. Appearances with progress. Stay.